All right. So we're here today with a very special guest, a mentor, investor, trader, leader, YouTuber, you name it. A true creative in 2020, Rich D'Souza. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. How are you doing today, buddy?
I'm fantastic, man. Can't complain. So why don't we get right into it? So I know you. I know your brand. I know what you're about. I've been following you for the past 2 years, and I love what you do. But for the audience that has no idea who you are, who is Rich D'Souza, and what is Rich TV Live?
Wow, that's a pretty intense question.
Right off the bat.
Thanks, Dennis. Okay, well, to kind of explain who I am, I'm just a guy, and I always say this: I'm an average guy trying to do above average things. I've never felt like I was above average ever in my life at anything, but I always have been a hard worker. And I have two kids, and I've gone through ups and downs in my life, and I've been married, and I'm going through divorce, and I've been through highs, and I've been through lows, and I bought real estate, and I bought stocks, and I bought Bitcoin, and I've made a lot of investments, and I've won on investments, and I've lost on investments. I've had wins in life, and I have had losses in life. That's Richard D'Souza, kind of in a nutshell. But I started Rich TV Live 3 years ago because I was actually wanting to have a change in direction. And I started off talking about sports. A lot of people don't know that because I went to school. I went to Humber College when I was younger, and I studied radio and television broadcasting. So I wanted to be a sports broadcaster. That was my love. That was my passion. But my teacher said, "You don't have a good voice, Rich. You shouldn't be a sports broadcaster. You should get in television." That's what they said to me. I said, "Well, if I don't have a good voice, why would I be on television? What am I going to be, a
Yeah.
mute? I'm going to use my hands." So that didn't really work. So I kind of, I got into some different things, and I got into sales. When I was 21, I started doing door-to-door sales. And that was really my start as an entrepreneur. I dropped out of school when I was 21 years old to become a door-to-door salesperson. By the time I was 21, I was making 10,000 a week when I was 21 years old. More money than anyone, more money than my parents, more money than all my friends, more money than doctors and lawyers when I was 21. So, and I did that through hard work because I was going door to door. "Hey, how you doing? My name is Rich. Here on behalf of Direct Energy. How you doing today? Here to make sure we give you a discount on your energy bill. Go grab me a copy of your gas bill. I'm going to show you how I can give you a $50 credit." That's how I started my door-to-door sales career. Um, and by the time, and it's funny because I was doing that job, and I made, going door to door, I was making $2,000 a week going door to door at 21.
Wow.
So that was literally just doing sales. And that changed my life. And I mean, here I am, 41, and I still consider myself a salesperson.
Yeah, so that's
So,
that's amazing, man. So it seems like you've always had an entrepreneurial mindset since you were younger. Are there any factors that played into that, or anybody that you looked up to, anything you did in particular that helped shape who you are?
yeah, lots of people. Obviously, my parents, and my parents were everything because they always worked hard, right? Immigrants, Portuguese immigrants, nothing came easy, and they just worked. All my dad ever did was work. All my mom ever did was work. So all I ever saw them do was work to support myself and my sister. So for me, that was ingrained in me since day one. Is just go to work. You got to go to work. You got to pay the bills. You got to pay for the roof over your head. You got to pay for your car. So from a young age, I always saw my parents working. So I think that was the kind of like that where it started. And then when
Yeah,
I got older, watching TV and watching movies, Risky Business, Tom Cruise and Risky Business comes to mind. Movies like that I just resonated with me.
yeah,
Entrepreneurial spirit, regardless of what they did, just the entrepreneurial spirit to come up with an idea and make money out of thin air, that
yeah,
really resonated with me. And Michael J. Fox in Three's Company, I used to watch him, and he was all about money. And I was like, man, I like money too. Even as a kid, I liked money too. And I was like, I want to make money. I want to make a lot of it. And I
yeah,
always wanted to make a lot of it because I thought, well, what's the alternative to making a lot of money? Making no money? I'm like, yeah,
yeah,
that doesn't work for me,
yeah,
But I always knew, I was like, man, I'm not like the smartest guy in school, I'm not 6'4", so I'm not going to be an NFL player. Even though I was a very good football player, I was a high school all-star, and a lot of people don't know that. I was a very good athlete, but I just was never good enough. And I knew I
Yeah.
wasn't. So I was like, okay, I'll become a broadcaster, right? Um, but then, those teachers that crushed me and said, you don't have a good voice, don't do that. So
Yeah.
I stopped doing it and I got into sales, right? And, years later, I got onto YouTube and now here we are. And, now we have an academy and
Yeah.
it's just funny when you look back at your life and you've seen things evolve. You've
Yeah.
seen yourself evolve. You see people around you evolve. You see other people evolve. You see other people have success. See other people have failure. You see yourself have success, and you see yourself have failure. You learn from it, right? You
Yeah,
learn
for
from
sure.
it.
So let's talk about Rich TV Live today. Let's talk about your business, your brand. Because I know you have your hand in a couple different things. So there's the Academy, YouTube channel, leadership, mentorship. So what are you trying to accomplish exactly with your business? And why don't we dive into that a little bit more about what you're doing?
Well, Rich TV Live is kind of like my story, right? So when people are like, "Oh, why are you in a hot tub?" Because I'm in the hot tub. Why are you going to the Dominican Republic to your villa and making videos? Because I'm in the Dominican Republic. If I go to Bali and I'm hanging out with Amanda and we're working together in the academy and people are like, well, why are you in Bali? Because I'm in Bali. Like, that's my life. So, I learned this from Gary Vee. So another mentor is Gary Vaynerchuk.
Yeah.
Huge mentor. Shout out to Gary Vee. I don't know him personally, but he's a huge mentor to me. I hopefully one day I'll be able to sit down with Gary Vee and I can tell him the story how like 5 years ago he kind of inspired me to get onto social media and to build a brand and to really just get yourself out there, which is a big risk. A lot of people don't want to do that. A
Definitely.
lot of people don't want to take that risk. A lot of people don't want to take that plunge. A lot of people don't want to go there. A lot of people are shy, and that's fine,
Yeah.
right? Initially, I didn't want to do it either, right? I was happy just watching people on YouTube,
Yeah.
right? I was happy just watching people on YouTube. I'm happy just being a guy that watches people on YouTube. Even now, still watch people on YouTube,
So
right?
what do you feel like has helped you to grow your YouTube channel so quickly? Because you're at what? You're at almost 25K subscribers in
It doesn't feel
what, three
quick.
years?
It doesn't feel like it's grown quickly. It's been 3 years. I do videos that every day, and sometimes they don't get views.
Yeah.
I don't know. I I love the community. I feel connected to the community. Um, I feel like inspired to bring picks to the community, to interview CEOs and give people like inside information legally,
Yeah.
because that's what I'd be looking for. To bring entertaining, educational videos, because that's what I'd be looking for. That's kind of that's what inspires me. Is I don't see anyone else. When I started doing YouTube videos about stocks, cannabis stocks in 2017, you can go back and look. There's nobody doing it except for me. I was the first one ever to talk about Aurora cannabis, canopy growth, Afria, organogram. I was the first in the world. I was doing it and I started doing it every day. Now you got 100 other guys trying to say that they were first. But you can go back to 2017 and you can go to my channel and type in Rich TV Live Aurora Cannabis 2017. And you will see when I was talking about Aurora Cannabis when they were at $1 and they went to 15. Right? And yeah, they've done a reverse and they've had all these issues and they're not what I thought they would be, but they're still way bigger than they were when they were in 2017.
Yeah, for sure.
Way bigger. Because in 2017 they had no revenue. Now they've got 78 million in revenue.
Yeah.
So when I look back and I watch some of those older videos and I see the evolution, I don't really see that our channel has evolved as far as technology. We're still the same. Just turn on the
Yeah.
camera and go. And I kind of like that. I like that rawness.
Mhm.
I think that this is just raw. Rich
Yeah.
TV Live is raw.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
I'm going to be teaching people, and I'm going to be teaching people real things. I want
For
to
sure.
really teach people how to win. I'm really going to teach people how to buy real estate. I'm really going to teach people how to buy villas and beaches and islands. This is what I'm talking to my team about. This is what I'm talking to our community about. This is what I'm excited about. I want to help people buy cars. I want to help
Yeah.
people change their life. That's why I do this. And yeah, it's not there yet. but we will get there. You know,
For
one
sure.
day at a time, one step at a time. I feel like we're getting better. And people have told me, Rich, I made a lot of money in your picks. A lot of people have told me, Rich, I've made a lot of money in your picks. I've also had people tell me that they've lost on picks. And I say, you know what? So have I. You know, I've lost on picks too, but I've also won on picks too. So that's the markets, right? So the whole idea is we've been doing this for 3 years. Where will we be in 30? That's the idea. Is okay,
Yeah.
yeah, we've been doing this for 3 years. Where are we going to be in 30, right?
Yeah.
Like right now,
Yeah.
we're working together in the academy. There's
Yeah.
a reason why you joined the academy. You know,
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a question. Why did you join the academy? Why did you decide to take a chance with me when there's so many other guys that you could have decided to go work with? Why me? I
Yeah.
want to
Cause
know. I want to know.
yeah, yeah, I got an answer for you. Yeah, because I mean, I've been watching your channel for 2 years, and the biggest thing that attracts me to your channel and keeps me coming back is just your realness and your authenticity. And it looks like you have a genuine passion to help other people and to see them grow and develop. So that's what I would say is the biggest thing for me. Over the past 2 years, I feel like I've gotten the opportunity to learn a lot from you. I probably wouldn't have started this YouTube channel if I never stumbled upon your channel. So yeah, you've been a big inspiration to me, and I see what you do. I see what you're about, and yeah, I was a little hesitant taking a chance, obviously, but you know, I decided let's go for it, and it's been amazing since. I've learned so much, and I'm so thankful for everything. But why don't we talk about the academy a little bit more? Because I know that's what you're focusing on mainly now. Um, yeah, why don't we dive into that a little bit?
Sure. Well, I want to make it clear. I am focused on everything, guys. So a lot of people are like, oh, you're focused on the academy mainly. I think I'm focused on everything. You know, like Rich TV Live is the core of who I am, right? Rich TV Live is where we have an audience that are watching right now. Like Rich TV Live is the essence of everything we do. The academy is now another tool that we've brought to the entire community. So this is a tool that anybody can plug into, anybody can be a part of it, anybody can access it. I want them to access it with you, Dennis. I want them to join your team. You know, a lot of people have me so misunderstood. People think I'm all about money. No, I'm about building businesses. If you really truly know who I am and you know what my essence of my core is I've always built businesses. I build them big and I build them fast. And that's what I enjoy. I get a rush out of it. I love leading people. I love inspiring people. I love teaching people. I love training people. And I love to teach them to become superstars. Not just okay, where they make like $100 a day. But you've seen this within our team already. Look
I
at
have.
Amanda, right?
Yeah.
I'm working with Amanda and she is amazing, okay? But to see someone go from, you know, a small account under $1,000, and I'm not going to talk exactly numbers because that's her personal information, but to go from under $1,000 and to be in, 50 times your money in 10 days, for me to be able to help somebody do that, Dennis, I can't explain to you how much that gives me back. It's
Would
not
you
a,
say that's your biggest motivation?
It is. I can't explain it. It's like watching my kids. You know, my daughter's a gymnast and she wants to be in the Olympics, and I believe she will be, right? And God willing, she will. You know, and for her to win, you know, or go to the Olympics and just even participate, or maybe one day win a medal, like what? So
Yeah.
this is the way my brain thinks. And it's like, if I can help you with your podcast, if I can help you build your business, if I can help you trade and win, and for you to say to me, Rich, I got this. I made $1,000 today. You have no idea what that does for me. How that fills up my tank. Like that fills up my tank.
That's what's up, man. And I
You
mean,
know?
that's what I love about you. That's what I love about the community that you've built, the content that you put out. It seems it's truly genuine and it's focused on giving back and helping other people. So what is a typical day like for you? You know, you don't have a 9 to 5. I know you're doing a bunch of different things. Yeah, take us through that. Besides the hot tub adventures.
Yeah, so I'm in the hot tub every day pretty much. But yeah, my life is pretty crazy. Like people, like if you saw my life, you'd be like, this guy's life is nuts. But if you're a go-getter and you like to see things happen, you're gonna be entertained if you just hung out with me for one day. Because like literally my day starts early. I'm up every day in the stock market like 6 a.m. Some days I'm trading with our team, Forex. Some days I'm trading stocks and I'm buying and selling stocks. Like today I bought stocks. Today I bought Valens Growworks, the Valens company. I bought MetaFarm Labs. I disclosed that publicly on YouTube. It's right there. It's disclosed. I bought 1,000 shares of MetaFarm Labs. I bought 1,000 shares of Valens Growworks and 1,300 shares of MetaFarm Labs. So I spent about, I don't know, I guess $4 or $5 grand. I don't know exactly. But I just bought some shares and, I made 3 videos today. I interviewed a CEO and now we're on a podcast. Like, so what? It's 1:30. Like, that was my day. Like, and this is where we're at so far, right?
Yeah.
3 videos on YouTube, bought 2 stocks, been looking at some of the Forex for a bit. And now we're on a podcast and we'll go as long as you want to go. And then once this is done, then probably jump in the hot tub again. And then, maybe grab some lunch. And then
That's what's up, man. It seems like you have control over your life and your day, at least on a day-to-day basis.
Oh yeah, like full control. Like I'm gonna do what I want to do when I want to do it, but I'm doing what I want to do because it's like, you're working with me directly in the academy. You're directly on my team, right? So I want to see you win, right? So we're sitting here and we're working together right now. This is a great example. When did you start in the academy?
I started last week Thursday.
So last week Thursday, and today's Wednesday, and we're on a podcast. Did you have to call me?
No, I didn't.
Did
you called me?
Okay. So you didn't call me and just remind me, hey, by the way, Rich. Did you think about that? Were you thinking about that?
No, I wasn't thinking.
You didn't even think about it. You didn't think, oh, maybe Rich is not going to show up. Maybe Rich might forget. You didn't even think about that? It didn't even cross your mind? Honestly. It didn't cross your mind. Just be honest. Because listen, I do interviews, bro. So I know what it is. I know what goes through my mind when I've got a podcast or something going on.
It did obviously it does a bit. Okay. Obviously the thought comes in the head. But also from what I've known of you, I don't think you're that type of guy. I feel like if you commit to something that you're gonna go through with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm excited about it. I was excited about this podcast. So do you understand? Like, it doesn't matter if you are one of the biggest broadcasters. If you're Joe Rogan, another one of my idols. Shout out to Joe Rogan. I hope one day I can be on Joe Rogan's show. Another one of my idols. He is the #1 podcaster in the world, right? Yeah. You're a podcaster. This is a podcast. He's the king of podcasts. So I want to be able to create entertaining, educating content, right? This is a podcast. You're a podcaster. You may not have the biggest podcast, but I'm going to be just as excited to be on your podcast as if I was on Joe Rogan's. Does that make sense? I don't have the biggest
podcast yet. Yeah.
Yes, correct. But what I'm trying to say is, if you want to be successful and if you want to go places, if you want to create a reach, if you want to grow, just do it. Get on YouTube, get on Instagram, get on Facebook, get on Twitter, get on everything. Get on TikTok, get everywhere. Do it now. It's 2020, do it now. I did it 3 years ago, and here we are on a podcast. And like I said, it doesn't matter if it's Joe Rogan's podcast or Dennis, if it's your podcast, or if it's Rich TV Live. It doesn't make a difference to me. I'm the same person. I'm not going to change and be like, oh, I'm going to act this way because I'm on this podcast, or I'm going to act that way because I'm on that podcast. The only reason why I'm wearing a suit right now is because I just came from an interview. If I wasn't in an interview, I wouldn't be in a suit. I'm not going to lie to you. I'd be more relaxed just like you, bro, because that's the way I am normally, right? Now, if you said to me, hey, Rich, put on a suit, I'll put on a suit. But when I put on the suit, this is like Superman now, Like, this is a switch. Like, when I put on this, it's like Superman putting on his cape. That's the way I look at it, right? Because I've been doing this for like 20 years, suiting up. Yeah. So for me, like, when I put on a suit, it's like, okay, it's go time, it's business time, let's make some money. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But when I'm like cash, then it's like a little bit of a different person, but I'm still the same person. It's just that when you put on a suit, you just, I don't know, you get a different version, right? It's almost like an alter ego.
Yeah.
My
I feel
buddy, my buddy Jared, shout out to Jared, is one of my boys, great guy. He always calls it the alter ego. He's like,
yeah.
your Rich TV Live alter ego. Because obviously, if you were hanging out with me and I don't have the suit on, I'm one person. I'm still the
Yeah.
same person, but
Yeah.
it's a little different when the lights are on, you're on camera, right?
Yeah.
You put on a
It's
suit,
like it's
right?
like Clark Kent and Superman, or
Yeah.
Batman and Bruce Wayne. I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. So going back to something that you touched on not too long ago, would you say that taking action is the number one advice you would have for an aspiring entrepreneur? Because I
Yeah.
know a lot of people are hesitant. They're scared of the judgment. They're scared of what other people would say. And it holds a lot of people back who have great ideas
Yeah.
and fascinating ideas. So, would you say taking action is the biggest key for
Yeah.
starting in entrepreneurship?
Absolutely. And taking risks. I'm not risk adverse. I'm the opposite. I take too many risks. But you know what? I'd rather take the risk than like, okay, so Webull came to me when I was like 21 and I had the opportunity to invest and I didn't. And if I did, I would have literally made like billions, right?
Yeah.
I said no. So, I mean, I've kind of reminded myself of that in life, that when something comes your way, don't just immediately say no. So
Yeah.
when this academy came my way, I wasn't ready because I was selling a property. So I was like, it's not a good time, but you know what? I want to listen. So we went for breakfast. Nafis came with Anil and Callie, and they were like, this is what it is. And I was like, wow, this is like perfect, because I need an academy to train my members on Rich TV Live, because we've been getting crushed in cannabis. And I'm just tired of it. I want to become a better trader. I want our team to become better. I want us to make more money. I want to make more money. It's time to up my game. So I was like, let's go. Let's do it. So I joined, but I didn't even do anything for my first month, And now here we are, where like literally like today we could hit Platinum 2000. Like we're almost there, right? We're like 2 people away from Platinum 2000. But I don't even care about that. Everyone's like, oh, Rage, Platinum 2000. I'm like, no. We just hit 2 Platinum 600s. And people are like, what does that mean? Amanda and Ross, shout out to Amanda and Ross, just got Platinum 600, which means they're now making 600 US a month residual. And, to hear Amanda and Ross so happy, I can't explain that to you. It's just like having my own children, like having my son. Like today, my son calls me up and he's like, Dad, I just got honors in math, and I'm going to be in honors math now. So he's in another level in math, and I was like, wow, like I thought he was going to call me about soccer, So it's
Yeah.
like, as a dad, as a proud dad, it's like the team, like this trading academy, this team is like all these guys, like you guys are like my children, man, I look at you guys like my little babies in this business. And I'm not like the type of dad that stifles my kids. I want you to be bigger than me, bro. Like I want you to have 500 guys. I want you to be chairman, This is the way my brain thinks. Because I'm already thinking I want to be chairman 500. I want to be chairman 500. I want 500,000 US a month. Because if that's possible and you put that in front of a guy like me, then I'm going to go for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like if you tell me 500 grand a month is possible in this business, then I'm going to go for it. But you're not going to get 500 grand a month by not working.
Yeah.
It's not just going to happen, bro. We got to kill it, right? We got to put in the work. Got to put in the work. Got to put in the time. What do we do with Antoine? That guy's a beast, man. Right?
He is. He
Beast,
definitely is.
right? But he trades all night long. How do you think he got that good? Right? He puts in the work. He puts in the work. He puts in the work, man. The guy is a workhorse. That's why he's so good. That's why when I'm like, Antoine, how was your day last night? Oh, Rich, I won 28 out of 30. Oh, Antoine, how was your night last night? I won 25 for 25. That's not normal. And then we're trading with him. So you wonder why Amanda's doing so well? Because of Antoine.
Yeah.
He trained her. He's training you. He's training me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think touching on something that you talked about, I think a lot of people nowadays think everything comes easy, and a lot of people aren't willing to put in the work, put in the grind, eat the dirt to get those results. But, the results speak for themselves. You see the people who are making it, who are where you want to be, and the countless hours that they put in. Any top athlete, top professional, top business person, it doesn't matter what field, the same thing is applicable to every single area. So, with your lifestyle, would you say that you haven't been affected too much by COVID-19, or what are some things that have changed for you since that happened? Because I know you're mainly online, right? So, in-person interactions, that's not really a thing for you.
My
Yeah.
business has gotten busier. We're busier. I mean, you can see the channel's growing. Everything's growing on social media. Everything's just getting bigger and bigger. More people are joining every day. More people are joining our academy every day. Like it's literally getting crazy, guys. I joined this academy in November. We have 70 members. Okay. I personally have that have joined me personally almost 40 people. So I'm just like, whoa. And I got to train all these guys like yourself,
Yeah.
right? So what I've learned is in the beginning, I got anxiety over it because I was like, holy, like I couldn't handle it, you know? But now I'm finding my flow where it just feels natural, you know? Feels very
Yeah.
natural. So I'm now not putting so much pressure on myself. And I'm just kind of like, okay, let me just teach the guys, let them learn the academy information. Once they learn the academy information, we put them on the training sessions, teach them how to put in the trades. Once they get comfortable putting in the trades, they do the academy training and they can start trading and they start doing the sessions, they start winning, they can go with a live account. And like, it's just like, guys are evolving, man. Like we're like developing monsters. Like even yourself, you've been having
Yeah.
success. Like how much money with demo did you make yesterday?
With demo, it was a thousand US. Yeah,
Right. So I mean, if we can get you to the point you're making 1,000 US a day, is that not life changing for you?
definitely,
Right.
definitely.
It's life changing
Yeah,
for me. It's life changing for everybody. An extra 1,000 a day.
yeah,
So I mean, this is a skill that once we get this skill, we can have it
yeah,
for the rest of our lives. You're in control of your own account. You can set up your account anywhere you want. I don't control your accounts. The academy doesn't control your accounts. The academy is just a place where everyone can trade together and learn together and win together. And it
yeah.
creates an environment where it's a support system. It's very
Yeah, no,
similar to Rich TV
I love
Live.
it so much. Like, I feel like I'm learning at such a fast rate because I have these professionals that are willing to help me step by step. And I feel like no question I ask is a stupid question. I feel like everything is welcome and they want as many questions asked as possible because they have the answers to it. So I love everything that's been going on. I love the rate that I've been learning at. And, I just want to see this grow and grow and continue. But tying into that, where do you see Rich TV Live going? Or what's the next step for Rich TV Live? What's the ultimate goal for Rich TV Live?
Honestly, I want to be the number one platform in the world for investing. Like, there's no doubt about it. I think that that's where we're going. In fact, I know that's where we're going. And we have the team, and I have the friends. I have a lot of friends that are real estate agents. I got a lot of friends that are investors. And I just want to build this. I want to build this, man. I want to be able to talk about Forex and have an intelligent conversation. I want to be able to talk about stocks, have an intelligent conversation. I want to be able to talk about gold. I want to be able to talk about oil. I want to be able to talk about Bitcoin. I want to be able to talk about indexes. And I want to be able to have the tools at my fingertips, my phone, my computer, to be able, as a community, anywhere in the world, while we're hanging out on our yachts, on our beaches that we own, on the islands that we own. Shout out to Amanda. She actually owns an island. So she knows how to do that. Okay. It's
I didn't
true.
even know that.
Yeah, she owns an island, bro. Like it ain't
Damn.
like we don't like we got members in our team that are already extremely intelligent and very successful in their own right already, right? So, I'm not superstar, guys. I'm just an average guy that is willing to work harder than the average person. And I say this every day. I will put my work ethic up against anybody's. I work hard. That's the only real big difference between me and anybody else. Like, I've always been that way. I've always thought that way. Even when I used to be a competitive swimmer, I used to work hard. I used to be a soccer player, I used to work hard. I used to be a football player, I used to work hard. Everything I do, it's due to the hard work. It's not because I'm more talented than anybody else. It's just hard work. And there's a lot of people that have bigger YouTube channels than me, and there's people that make more money than me, and there's people that are more successful than me. And that's fine too. Like I'm not trying to compete with anybody. A lot of people think I'm in competition with other people. No, I'm in competition with myself. I'm just trying to better myself every day and try to be a better person, a better father, a better son, a better brother. These are the things that I try to focus on. A better leader to our community, a better stock picker on Rich TV Live for our community, which I feel like we are getting better. I mean, the results speak for themselves. We've been picking winning picks over and over and over again, and over and over and over again, and over and over and over again, And, I talked about Bex at 8 cents and went to 13 and a half, and a lot of guys are in. So congratulations, guys. I talked about TOMZ just 2 days ago, and they've been going up ever since. Congratulations. I mean, this is what I really love to do. I get a rush out of it. And if I can help people like yourself or people all over the world make money, create financial freedom. And I've said this before, roll out of bed, put on Rich TV Live, and get winning picks. This is where I want to go. And I want to be able to have people have the tools on their phone to take those picks, press a button, and win. Like, why not? That's what we're doing. I mean, we're already doing it. And I got a lot of people out there that are hating. I got a lot of people that are jealous, and I got a lot of people that don't like me, and that's fine too. But what I say to you guys is, I have no hate for you. I don't. Like, when you see me respond and people say, oh, you make these songs about haters, and you talk to the haters, and you respond to the haters, and you tell them this and you tell them that. The reason why I do that, guys, is because I want you to realize that I don't back down. I will not back down, right? But at the same time, if you want to join me and you want freedom and you have like really nothing to hold back, you're looking to have a change in your life, instead of hating me, join me, right? Like, you might be surprised. You might actually surprise yourself. You might actually create freedom for yourself. Because I have no hate. I honestly have no hate. If you've hated me in the past and then you're like changing the way you think, or maybe, you're like, okay, this guy's growing on me, maybe I'll give the Academy a chance. It might change your life. You shouldn't join because you love or hate me. You should join because you're trying to change your life. And if you don't want to join my team, then join Dennis's team. This is a young adult that's doing everything he can in his 20s to work hard to build a brand. And I appreciate that. I love that entrepreneurial spirit. You have no idea. Like, that is the essence of everything that I believe in.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. That's what's up. And this has been really amazing. I really appreciate the time. Thanks for coming on. You've been a big inspiration. Like I said, keep doing what you're doing. I'm excited to see where Rich TV Live gets to in the future. I know it's only bigger and better things from here. So big ups to you, man. Really appreciate it.
I appreciate you, Dennis. Thank you so much, man. Thanks you for having me on your podcast. I wish you all the best of luck on your podcast, on your other businesses, and in the Academy. So let's get it, man. Let's get you where you want to go. Whatever you need, I'm going to be here. And later tonight, we'll be trading with Antoine. So get your traps ready.
Let's get it.
All right, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, we'll have to do this again another time.
Thank you for having me, my friend. We'll talk to you soon.
Right. Take care, man.
Hey, everybody that's watching, if you're not winning, you're not watching. Hey, join Dennis's team. Join Dennis's team.
It's a good look. It's a good look. All right.